So I would ask anyone that's doing, feels like you're doing a good job in one area or another of either becoming a probate specialist or promoting yourself as a probate specialist. Hopefully it's both. Hopefully if you're promoting yourself as a probate specialist, you are in some ways a little bit of that specialist. But what are you guys doing? So let me see your hands if someone feels like they're doing a good job of becoming or promoting themselves as a specialist in the probate or the estate niche. All right. I've got a list of things that I want to talk about today in becoming and promoting yourself as a probate specialist, but I would really like to hear from some of you guys. And I'm looking around the room. I know that there's some folks here. I don't see a lot of cameras on, by the way. Um, uh, so if you're in a place where you can turn your camera on, I'd love to be able to see you guys and interact. So Chuck, what are you doing? Unmute yourself for me if
Oh,
you will.
hi. Hi. Wow.
Hey,
Easy enough. Introduce myself as the probate specialist. That's the first
awesome.
thing.
And who
And it falls, just by default, they know I'm a realtor or a broker in the area. So
who
I'm definitely the guy in the chamber that everyone knows I'm probate.
There you go.
I deal
Okay,
with it.
chamber. So Chuck is in the kind of the civic organization world. Do you do anything else besides chamber to kind of promote and introduce yourself as a probate specialist?
Uh,
I didn't
um,
know if you had other
I,
civic groups or not.
um, no other civic groups, but I'm involved with the school district. So anybody I talk to, literally. Hi, what do you do? And they always ask, what do you do? And I say, I specialize in probate. I'm a real estate broker. And it
Yeah,
just kind of goes from there. So
I love
that's my
it.
default.
So, how many of you guys have been in a room and someone said, "What do you do?" and you say, "Oh, I'm a realtor." And they go, "Oh, yeah, my sister's a realtor. My brother's a realtor. My cousin's a realtor. My best friend is a realtor."
Every
And
day.
they start naming off all the different people. What's the likelihood that you're going to jump to the top of their list as a realtor when they just told you all the other realtors that they knew? Pretty slim, pretty difficult. So the way that Chuck is doing it, hey, I'm a probate specialist. I'm a real estate broker that helps families go through the probate process. Now, that does not eliminate Chuck's ability to get other listings and other buyers for his business. It doesn't eliminate that, but immediately he's separated himself. I'm not just a realtor. I specialize in probate.
In full disclosure, when somebody asks me what I do, I always lead with my hobbies, and then they'll ask what I do for professionally, and then I'll say that. Kind
Yep,
of catches them off guard. It keeps the conversation going, and it does. They don't glass over, and within the first 30 seconds.
I love it. There was an old commercial years ago. It was a Chevy truck commercial, and it's been years and years ago, and it stood out to me. A guy walks into a backyard barbecue, and someone says, "Oh, yeah, you're the guy with the Chevy across the street, right?" And he said, "Yeah." And they said, "What do you do?" And all of a sudden, he just starts flashing through in his memories. He's loading lumber in the back of the truck. He's out camping and hiking. He's fishing. He's at his kid's birthday party. He's at ball games. And he's like just flashing through all these things that he does that are fun and mostly that he does with his truck because it is a truck commercial. And it comes back to him standing there trying to think of how to answer the question because he's going, I do all these amazingly fun things. And he doesn't lead with, I'm an accountant, I'm a realtor. It's like, I'm doing all these amazingly fun things. And I like presenting myself that way when I'm asked what I do. I like presenting myself that way. Most of you guys know Chad Corbett. Chad's answer is normally as little as possible. Okay, it throws people off. It creates a conversation in many cases. So I want you guys thinking of how to create conversation when you're asked that question. But back to the point that Chuck was making, he introduces himself as the probate specialist. First interaction with kind of a networking group. I'm a probate specialist. I am in the real estate space, but I specialize and focus on estates and probate. I love it. Okay.
Yeah. Let me add one more thing. Because I've been doing that, this past Friday or meeting, I had a new financial advisor reach out to me to schedule coffees to talk about probate,
Wow. Okay. There you
and a
go.
CPA out of that same meeting.
all because you um, promoted specifically the probate and the estate niche.
Yeah, things have really picked up. It takes forever, but like every interaction is leading me to other sit downs with professionals that I want in my circle.
Good. Awesome. Cool. Hey, are you a real estate agent or an investor looking for a way to find consistent and motivated sellers? I want to invite you to take a look at the probate and estate niche with a free class that I hold every week. It's called Probate Foundations, and you can sign up for free over at www.probatemastery.com. Let's jump back to the training. Cool.
Same
Okay,
here, Bruce. This
David,
week I got called from the guy that has the most probate filings in Tarrant County, and he invited me to a lunch.
an attorney?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got the most filings on across Tarrant County. And then just now I got another call from another attorney for a house, so it's great. It's
So
working.
how have they decided to pursue a relationship with you? What are you doing to promote yourself as a probate specialist that caused them to reach out?
Just letting them know that I could do everything for them that they don't want to do outside their office, and
Okay.
to lower their hourly fee for the client. So anything that I could do to track down somebody or deal with a lien or clean a house out, I just let them know that I'll keep their reputation solid, and I'll make sure I do what I say I'm gonna do.
Awesome. So you open that dialogue. Would that be through mail marketing,
Yeah,
content, cold call? How's that dialogue opening?
through mail right now, but I do want to call them. Every every attorney so far has been uber professional. They're very careful.
Hmm.
I've noticed that they're very careful to even go off referrals. So being involved in the probate association here, the board here now, they're starting to see my face more and more. So it's taken a year and a half of doing this. So it's not fast at all, like he just said. Chuck said it's not fast at all. But
But once
20
you
is plenty.
establish that relationship, you're good.
Yeah, I've got 7 attorneys now that bounce things off of me. So it's starting to. And Chad has said it, and you have said, and everybody said, if you could just build up, you really don't need the PRs if you have, I would say, 20 attorneys giving you referrals or introductions. I think
Yeah.
it's
So here's what I like to tell people. So many people they come into the probate niche and they say, "Hey, I don't want to chase heirs. I don't want to chase grieving family members. I don't want to cold call. I don't want to put mail in front of them. I just want the attorney relationships." And David just told you guys that the attorney relationships are a little bit of a slow build. So what I encourage a lot of people to do is do the things that maybe are a little bit intimidating in the beginning. So get good on the phone. Potentially do some mail marketing. Do some of those things because they're proven and they're predictable. You can get business. You can get a lot of business doing those things. Also, on the side, be building out your attorney relationships, visiting the courthouse, building out your network, creating content online. Do those things, which are going to create a nice, passive, organic, easy form of business. It might take a year, might take 2 years, might take 6 months. I don't know. It depends on your personality and your offer. But start working toward those referrals and that organic business coming to you. And when the organic business matches or passes the business that you're getting from chasing your leads, now you have a choice. Do I want to keep chasing and just keep getting double the business, or do I want to quit the chase and get my 3 or 4 or 5 deals a month from the organic and referral sources? It's up to you. Depends on whether you want 3 deals a month from your organic and referral sources. If you want 6 deals a month, maybe you keep doing both. Maybe you keep chasing and keep working your relationships. Okay. But David just kind of talked 7 attorneys now, 7 attorneys that are at
yeah.
least introducing him into the conversation. Good job. Keep pushing for the 20.
And I let them know too in my attorney letter. I changed recently one sentence saying that I also sent a letter to your client that's applied for administration or executor. So if you could also make the introduction, it'll help me.